Well, everybody, as you know, it is trophy season in rugby, and it's now time for the biggest awards of the season. It is the TNT Sports Rugby Alternative Awards.
My talent or pundit of the season, I would have to go, it's Ben Kay.
Nick Mullins for that silky smooth, laced with whiskey voice.
My pundit of the year goes to Ben Kay for his completely intended and constant use of innuendo. Subtle, so subtle in fact that Ofcom don't notice it, the TNT bosses don't notice it, I do, and I start laughing and look stupid. And him constantly burying me with innuendo.
Strictly speaking, I guess she's not a pundit, but I would say Sarah Elgin, because of the rubbish she has to put up with working with us.
Sam Warburton, come in, done his job, good jackler, strong over the ball, doesn't take any nonsense from Austin. Lovely bloke, gave me some good Hoover advice as well.
Pundit of the season, I'm going to go with Austin Healy, because I think he's the sharpest at picking up in-match action that a lot of people don't find, so I think he's excellent at that.
I'm going to say Chris Ashton, because he's been new to the team this year. We've seen him a fair bit. I think he's fitted in really well.
I'm going to say Sam Warburton, studious man.
I think Owen Farrell's probably the biggest wind-up. He just gets stuck into people relentlessly, and some classic ones recently as well.
Up you get. Hey, I'm dealing with that, thanks. Wait, Owen.
Manu Tuolangi. Every single time, like we're doing a live interview and he'll go, "Did you bring the wine?" A couple of weeks ago, I went to interview him about something, and he was sitting down and he just grabbed me and put me on his knee. I did the whole interview with him while sitting on his knee, and then I was asking someone else a question and he nuzzled into my neck as if he was falling asleep. So yeah, that award goes to Manu Tuolangi.
Finn Russell. It's got to be Finn Russell. If you were the opposition, you saw that little smile, the cheeky grin when he told the crowd at Kingsholm to shush. You want to throttle him. So Finn Russell.
Joe Marler, I mean every game, what's wrong with you, Joe?
I think Danny Kerr comes across as a bit of a wind-up, so I think he'll be a common answer.
Best handbags of the season, Sarah. She's got this guy in China that sends them, it says Gucci on them.
Best handbags are Ugo Monya's. What's that about?
Oh no, I know this. Sam Warburton. He has great rucksack game, so I'm going to go Sam.
Chandler Cunningham South, over the hoarding. I loved that. It was really dramatic. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Other than that, softies.
Luke Pearce heading to a line out with Owen Farrell.
That's three.
Thanks, I can count there.
Don't be rude
Thanks.
to me. Don't be rude to me.
I'm not, but I'm not.
Need to be rude to me.
I'm not asking you to count your numbers.
I'm trying to speak to you normally. Can we go straight away? Do we use a kick?
I've always sensed that there's a love affair not far away, but they've not quite found their common ground just yet.
I accidentally cursed, okay? I said accidentally that Bordeaux had Harlequins earlier in the season. And I tried to apologise, because you have to or you get into trouble, but I couldn't without laughing, because it was just a ridiculous thing to say. And then Ben Kay had arrived, and I said to him, well, Leicester weren't too bad today. And he goes, yeah, it's not like they were. What's the word you like to use, Craig? He's trying to get me to repeat the curse. And I said, I'm not repeating it, Benny, but here's a clue, you are one.
I'm sure at some point an animal has run onto a pitch. That always makes people laugh. Can't think of any, but it always happens. But there's one quite recently where Bevan Rodd basically got told off by Owen Farrell for play acting. And I think when a player gets ridiculed by his teammates or by the opposition for basically acting the goat, then I think that's quite fun.
Owen Farrell giving Carl Dixon a yellow card. I thought that was a nice ironic moment.
Can I say that every time Ugo goes to drop a ball, a drop goal, which he does before every single game, I don't think he's had one over this season. He's literally had one over and he's banged on about that for years. So I'm just going to say every time Ugo misses.
I think the king or queen of social media has to be Orla. I just love what dresses she wears every day and the opportunity to see what she's wearing on a day-by-day basis. I'm surprised she's got enough time to actually present. She's on social media more than Elon Musk.
Sarah Elgin, because she's taught me that every single photo you have, you've got to drop your knee, look like that, pout. Do it all the time.
It's got to go to Sarah Elgin, who gets really, really dressed up and then takes a photograph, puts it up and pretend it's a rugby post. It's not Sarah, you're just looking gorgeous on your Instagram. I don't mean that in a sleazy way. It's like my sister, like an annoying sister.
Ugo Monye, without a heartbeat. He's over there creating as we speak, so Ugo Monye.
Oh, that Ugo, he's like 7 posts a day. Like I feel like I know what he's having for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Him.
Social media queen, Sarah Elgin.
Well, Ugo's relentless, isn't he? You can't stop Ugo. Ugo is just non-stop. Craig Doyle, if you want a holiday anywhere, if you need a holiday, Doyle will sort you out with a holiday. Flats, if you want to know anything about renovating a car or sorting out a barbecue. Lawrence, if you want to be motivated. And Austin, if you just want to be annoyed. So there's the selection there.
Freya Wabosa, what a find. That kid's got the potential to be an absolute legend of the game, hasn't he? Just stay fit, kid.
Emmanuel Feio-Boso, sensational. One for the Wingers Brigade, for the way in which he's like come onto the scene, his energy, his enthusiasm. He gets me excited every moment he's hovering around the ball, let alone on the ball. What a breakthrough year he's had.
I like Will Muir because he's just old school, big horse of a lad who just gets going with ball in hand and just takes down everything in his way, and I love that. I've enjoyed players like Sam Dugdale, who thinks had a brilliant, brilliant season. Heart and soul, Manchester dude, loves playing for Sale Sharks, and I just think he's been absolutely brilliant. I've really enjoyed him. And Courtney Laws just folding people in half. So maybe Courtney Laws gets the award for that.
I would say probably Ollie Slightholme then. Ollie Slightholme, ball in hand, has been absolute out of your seat stuff.
I've loved watching Tyrone Green this year. I just think whenever he gets the ball from fullback, he plays with a smile on his face, even when he's running into big bruises. He runs like the wind, and he loves anime as well. We had a chat with him this season about his love of anime and the ridiculous amounts of money he pays for those plastic figures.
I'm going to go for a forward because I feel like everyone's going to go for a back. So I'm going to go with someone like Zach Mercer. I've really enjoyed watching him play, and I feel like he's come back from, France, like an amazing player, and he's taken a hit with the non-England selection, and he's just been great this season.
Well, the first one that they sent me from Turkey, I didn't like it, so I sent it back.
Least ethical hair is Austin Healey. The guinea pig wants it back.
Dave Flatman. Dave Flatman's sporting a weird, completely shaved head with a moustache at the moment. It's got like a 70s Blue Oyster Club's kind of vibe going on about it. I'm just not sure about it. I don't like it. It makes me uneasy. It gives me reflux.
The rugby player mullet seems to be a classic at the moment. Probably Bernhard Jansi van Rensburg, I would say. It's not good.
I'm going to sound old-fashioned now, but this new generation of mullets, I just can't, excuse the pun, get my head around. Like, I think they might look back in 10 years and think, Mum, why didn't you tell me to get my hair cut? I'm not sure it's a good look.
I don't rate Johnny May's tash. I don't, it's unsettling. It's unsettling.
It's actually not there anymore because he's finally seen the light. So in respectful memory of Alfie Barbery's perm,